Hi, welcome back to Vape Reviews with Az. So in this review today we're doing the complete 4.9 collection from Angelfiremods.co.uk. Thank you very much again Stephen K for sending these out for me to review. So this whole collection for all three mods in brass, stainless steel and copper will set you back 60 quid, which is a pretty good price for all three. So what we're going to do then is we're going to dive straight down into the up close and get on with the video. See you down there, guys. Right then, guys, so here we are with the close-up of the 4.9 collection from Angelfiremods.co.uk. This whole collection of all three mods will set you back £60, which works out at £20 a piece. So the originals were made by I believe it's Tarsius Customs, and what we have here is two males and a female. I'm not sure what the animal itself is or supposed to be, but we'll get straight into it. So each one comes with a slightly different box. So that's your copper, and then you've got your stainless with brass, and your brass with stainless. So what we'll do is we'll take each one out of the boxes. As you can see, nicely presented. So so we'll start in the middle. So the female, as you can see, 4.9 engraving, serial number on the side, and the female engraving on the button. The hole in the centre is so that you can pop the magnet out, and how these vent is through the gap that's created around the sides. That's how they vent. So all three mods are modular, so we'll get them all out, and you can do all battery sizes: 18350, 500, 490 and 18650. Now they're all machined incredibly well. The copper one has a clear coat, so it's not going to patina, which personally I like. I don't like patina at all on copper or brass. Right then, so all three mods exactly the same size. All have hybrid style top caps, and it'll be easier to show you the buttons. So each mod is, like I say, each mod is machined really well. Threads are really well cut around every tube. No sharp edges. And then, so that's the copper button, 4.9, a long serial number, and then the male engraving. So it has the accent lines as well as the grooves cut in so that you can fire it with your pinky. Now, the good thing is if you buy the whole collection and you don't want brass with stainless, you can switch the button and top cap so that you've got a full stainless, a full brass, a full copper, which personally that's what I'd do. And same again, everything on all of them, all the threads are cut really well. They're not sharp. Now the brass has got a slight brushed finish. Well, they're all brushed. They're all a brushed finish. They're all the same design. And same again, really well finished. Now the good thing about it is they are pretty much seamless as well. So the stainless steel has the brass top cap. Sorry about that, I should have cleaned it up a little first. But that's just a little patina mark, it'll come right off. All cut really well, as I said. Really well built. And there's your brass button with 490139 and the... Is that the male? Yep, that's the male again. So what I'm going to do is so how it works then, how this works is, for your switch you've got a button with a magnet and a magnet screwed into a piece of Delrin which goes onto your battery like so, and then that creates the resistance to act as your spring on your button. And then inside, like I say, you've got these grooves here, and inside there's a very slight lip that the button sits onto. So all you do is drop it in. Obviously you need to ensure that your magnets are the correct way round, and then when you pop a battery in there, it's going to create that little bit of springiness with the magnets opposing each other. To make your switch work. Really does feel like a nice switch. And then, so all three buttons are the same. And then the top caps, they're all a hybrid style top cap. So make sure if you're going to use this mod, you've got a 510 connection that can either adjust or does slightly protrude the 510, otherwise you're going to short out on your battery. So as you see, the copper has a black Delrin insert for an insulator, is an insulator. So does the brass, and the stainless has a white Delrin insulator. And all you do is you screw on your atomizer, make sure your 510's protruding, and then your battery will touch directly on there. So what we're going to do, let me make sure I'll give you all the information. So we're going to give you some measurements. I'm going to leave the stainless steel in, I believe it's that one. Bear with me, just while I make sure I've got the right tubes here. Just pop the button in. Apologise for this, I should have... Yep, so with the bigger of the two extension tubes, that's 18500 mode. So in 18500 mode then, so yeah, sorry, it's a 22mm mod, and because it's hybridized, the voltage drops low. So in 18500 mode you're looking at 64mm. And if you was having the mod in 18350 mode, you're looking at 49, which is why it's called the 49 mod. So 350, 500, and then what we're going to do is going to put the copper in 600 mode, 650 mode, sorry, and show you some measurements for that. So as I say, they're all a slightly brush finish. The copper has been clear coated, so you've not got to worry about patina. The brass hasn't, so the brass will patina up a little. So the people out there who do like a patina can either go for the brass or go for the copper and give it a light sand over, and that'll remove the clear coat. And in 18650 mode then you are looking at 78mm thereabouts, give or take. So there's all three mods in all three sizes. So obviously in 18350 mode with a K-Fun on top, it's a really dinky atomizer. Stealth vape, as they call them. Now, I personally love the fact that it's very plain. You've got these two lines around the CNC machined into the bottom, just to give it a little bit of design, as well as the groove for the button. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a voltage drop test across all three mods, all in 18650 mode with a 1 ohm load. Right then guys, so for the voltage drop test, as I said, they're all going to be in 18650 mode, and we'll crack on with it. So the battery's already in there, and so 4.08, one ohm load in the K-Fun, .8 3.88, and that gives us a voltage drop of 0.2 on the copper at 1 ohm. So that's the copper mod. So 0.2 for the copper. Just bear with me. So 0.2 then on the copper, so we'll go for the brass and stainless. Now, what you need to make sure of is when you put your magnet on your battery, make sure they are opposing, pushing each other away, or you're going to have it just firing away. And you just take your switch, drop it on down in there until it comes to the bottom like so, and then your battery will bounce up and down. Now this is, I'll show you again. So with the top cap on, you want to make sure, I'm not sure if you can see that, the positive is slightly protruding. The 510 threads, which means it's not going to short out on my battery. And also there's no lock ring, it's a flush button, so it's not gonna fire stood up. Right then, so the brass and stainless. So same again, 4.08. One ohm load. So as you can see, it's not as consistent on its voltage. So 3.75, 3.71, 3.8. So we'll go for 3.8. That gives us a voltage drop of 0.28 on the brass and stainless. So we'll do the last one now, stainless and brass. Accents, and I didn't say, but all of the button magnets, the material that's used along with them corresponds pretty much apart. So the ones with the brass, full brass and brass accents, they are brass screwed into dowel ring as the contact with the magnet, and then the copper one's copper in there. So same again. Make sure your magnets are opposing. Drop your switch down into the bottom. Throw your battery in there. Screw on the voltmeter. So 4.07. Just burnt the cotton in my K-front. So 3.8 again. We'll go for. And you're looking at 0.27. So the copper one hits harder than the others, but they feel like they hit hard when you're using them. So as I said, £60 for the full collection, which really isn't a bad price. And they are, I do love the design. It's so simple but so effective at the same time. And if you're using them in 18-350 mode, they look even better. So that's pretty much it for the close-up. All the 510 threads are smooth, and if you do ever get it locked onto the mod, you've got the two holes which you can put something small down each and use it to undo it. But I believe I suppose they could also be venting holes. It all depends on obviously the atomizer that you're using, and also for this mod, there's no airflow for the 510 connection, so you need an atomizer that has its own airflow. So I'm gonna put the copper one together. I mean, pretty much every atomizer I've tried on here has got an adjustable 510 apart from the K-Fun, and it only just works with the K-Fun. It only just sticks out enough. It vapes very well. The switch is so easy to use. Doesn't take much pressure to push, so you do need to be a bit careful with them in your pocket. So right then guys, that's the close-up. I do apologise if I missed anything or got anything wrong, but we'll see you back up top and we'll vape on it and have some final thoughts. Alright then guys, so that was the up close with the whole of the 4.9 collection. So we'll get straight into pros and cons. So pros: hybrid top cap, magnetic switch, no pins to mess about with for any battery rattle. The pro obviously of buying the full collection is that you pay 60 quid, you get all 3 designs. They've got low voltage drop. The fact that it's really small in 18350 mode, and it's not that small, it's not very big in 650 mode either. So they're all machined really well for clones. All the threads are great. The finish is really good. So cons: not having a lock ring. I'm not a big fan of the magnetic switches like this that are so easy to press without a lock ring, that my concern is having them in my pocket when I'm walking around and I'm misfiring and causing no end of aggro. But saying that, it is, as I say, it's a nice button to use. My opinion on the mods they're really nice, but a couple of concerns for me. As I say, the button, and that if you're just getting into vaping on a mechanical mod and you're not sure about what a 510 properly is, or whether it's adjustable, non-adjustable. So the concern for me is that somebody could buy an atomizer that the 510 and the 510 pin are exactly the same height, put it on and cause a nasty short and vent a battery. So that's my take on it. Other than that, they're all really nice in all 3 finishes. So that's it for this video then guys. I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll be back again soon for another video. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.